Talk heavy. Now, y'all know what I'm doing. I'm on the road um, with a client, and you know, it's a long ride going to Jersey, and we got to talking, and I think that he could bring us a little insight onto the mindset of that of filling that gap that we're trying to fill with us generations. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute, it's kind of you can't really see me. All right, now y'all can see me. But yeah, so we ain't gonna say no names, I ain't gonna show no faces, but I do because everybody, I want everybody to have their eminent, you know what I mean? But what I do want is for y'all to get an understanding of other different mindsets. And the thing about it is the brother from Chicago, he's not from Philadelphia. It's the first time visiting Philadelphia. So we're going to get the insight on how did Philly treat him and everything, and see, tap into the pulse of Philly, you know what I mean, from someone from the outside, you know what I mean? So how you doing, good brother? Oh man, good. It's a good thing, man. Start up just a little bit so we can hear you. You know what I mean? But yes sir. Now you from Chicago. What part of Chicago?
I was born and raised on the west side of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Lived there for practically the first 15 years of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And there still in the Chicago area, just in two different areas.
Okay. You from Chicago, so you know that Chicago culture, that, you know what I mean, because we all mimicking it. Not, you know what I'm saying, because that's just real, you know what I mean. You can go in every hood in the country, man, and they have the drill scene, they have that Chicago roar, you know what I mean. So people is mimicking that, you know what I'm saying, since I don't know where it started at, like I said, I'm an OG, you know what I mean, but you're 25, right? And, so can you explain to people being 25 from Chicago, and by you tapping in with Philadelphia, you know what I mean, what's the similarities and what's the differences?
I think that what's crazy about saying that from the first thing that I realized about it,
Right.
that I thought was really nice, is that everyone, it felt like very brotherly comparatively to what I was around growing up, in the sense that people will say hi to you, they will open the door for you.
Yeah.
In Chicago, growing up and just being around there for a long time, I can tell you without a fact that that Midwestern kindness or whatever people talk about is not real.
It's not real?
It's not real.
Wow.
If you guys so much growing up, I was taught that someone, if motherfucker was so much as looking at me wrong, that dude might be out to get me, motherfucker. Is he looking at me? I'm thinking about a million things. Here, I felt at peace because I knew that there was no ulterior motives. People were just genuinely being kind, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Wow.
I like that a lot, actually. I really appreciated that because
Oh,
honestly, it's as humans, I think it's important sometimes that we treat each other with respect and kindness.
Man, talk heavy. It costs nothing to respect someone, man.
It
Costs nothing, man. You know what I mean? It costs nothing. See, let me tell you something right now. Like I said, we talked a little bit, so I told you about me and who I am. My people definitely know who I am. So, see, I come up different. I come up in a different time. You see what I'm saying? So, the time that I come up, all you had was your respect. See, now y'all got money. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got opportunity. You see what I mean? We didn't have that back then. You know what I mean? We were scratching and scraping, so, all we had was respect. You know what I mean? So when you disrespect someone, it was either a mistake or intentional.
Yeah.
And we just trying to get to understand the difference in which one it was. You see what I'm saying?
100%.
Right. But, you know, now everything is on cue. Like, you know what I mean? People ticked off at the slightest moment. You know what I mean? But back then, we had patience because it was real. Like, we was really broke. You see what I'm saying? Like, we was really, like, living in squatter. You know what I mean? On some real talk. Like, so like, our mechanical makeup is different. You know what I mean?
Shit, 100%.
Big,
You definitely a little bit different with it.
yeah.
Wow, they trying to fight you. They too scared to fight you.
Right.
No one, most people ain't ready to put their fists on you because they know they might get their ass beat. So I'm gonna pull this tool on you and press a button because I know I won't. It's a pride thing. Motherfuckers are too prideful to potentially lose.
And that's crazy.
You gotta use a gun, and you a little bitch that for it. This is what it is. What it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is. But that type of attitude, that type of mentality is acceptable in this day. That wasn't acceptable back in my day. You see what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
It wasn't acceptable back in our day. Why? Because things was more serious. You know what I mean? And I want y'all to know and understand, man, that the times that we had back then, you know, it was definitely scarcity. You know, we didn't have nothing. We had very little, but we made do with what we had, right? But we understood the value of each other. You see what I'm saying? We know as individuals you could get nowhere. You know what I mean? And that's anywhere you go, even in the penitentiary. You see what I'm saying? Because we know that it was definitely us against them. I don't care what culture you come from. I don't care what color you are, what nationality, what gang you're involved in. And there it's us against them. You see what I'm saying? But we got to take that same mentality and say that, look, it's us because it's us against them. Because they killing us. They targeting y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have big targets on y'all backs simply because y'all young and y'all black. You know what I'm saying? On some real talk. You know what I mean? And that goes for Latino and Mexican, all, you know what I mean? You're younger, you're black, you're targeted. You know what I mean? So my platform, one of the tenets of my platform is that we need to understand the value in y'all as a generation. My generation devalues you because of your actions, right?
Yeah.
But see, the thing is that y'all would not be that way if it wasn't for us.
That's honestly on God. I'm not gonna lie.
You see what I'm saying? But see, what's going on now? That's the effect.
It's the aftermath of the sins, I guess.
What's the cause? You understand what I'm saying? The cause is either our actions or our inactions. Because it came a time, I believe between the age of 1985 to like 2000, when that epidemic dropped. You know what I'm saying? When that pandemic hit, that crack epidemic, you know what I mean? What it did was it took our souls. You know what I mean? On some real talk. It took us away from ourselves. It made us other than self. And we forgot y'all. You know what I mean? We forgot y'all in either a cloud of smoke or the jail cell or even the cemetery. You know what I'm saying? And y'all was forced to grow up fast. See, listen, man, there's nothing more precious, man, than being taught and trained by your father. Nothing. I was. You see what I'm saying? I was raised by my father every day. You know what I mean? Every day. So I know the value in that. So when I, myself, got involved in those activities out of what I thought was necessity, I did what I really thought I would never do. You know what I mean? That was being missing from my children's life. You know what I mean? But that was my reality because I participated in activities that I had no business doing. We make survival decisions under survival circumstances. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to tell you youngins that that was what was going on back then. We made survival decisions under survival circumstances, and we paid a heavy penalty for it. And we don't, it ain't like this is something that we're proud about. Like this is our darkest moments. You know what I'm saying? Because we want to take care of our kids. You know what I mean? It felt like we were shackled. You know what I mean? All over again. That drug had us, whether we was hustlers, whether we was smokers, whether we was just side pushers, whatever it was, it took our soul. You know what I'm saying? And in taking our soul, it was our soul that they took was y'all. Because it took us away from y'all. And when it took us away from y'all, what it did was it opened the door for outside influences, and this is the reality which we see in the day. So yes, this here is the result. You know what I'm saying? We the cause. I'm trying to bridge that gap with hashtag talkheavy. You know what I'm saying? If I got to do it with one person at a time, that's what's going to be done. You know what I mean? Because I feel as though that my son deserved nothing less. You know what I mean?
I wish more people saw it that way.
Well, I'm gonna make them see it that way. You know what I mean? You know, I apologize. I'm getting, you know, because sometimes I get a little passionate about what I do and who I am. But talk heavy. You know what I'm saying? Talk heavy. But now, where did you go to school at?
So I got involved early in my life with a little basketball. I went to a school out of Chicago. Kept me away from a lot.
Right.
Kept me away from a lot at the same time.
Right.
It was a private school, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So
It makes sense.
I'm grateful to be able.
It kept you out of the bull crap. Yeah.
Exactly.
It kept you sheltered. Yeah, that's right.
But I had a lucky circumstance because I was good at basketball. I was good at school.
That's like Roman Catholic.
Yeah.
See, Roman Catholic out of Philly, right? The guys, man, you know, the guys who was real gifted in sports, man, you know, Roman Catholic come and get you, like, come on back, and they shelter you, like, you know what I'm saying? They actually, they line you up for success, you know what I'm saying? As long as you work hard and you give them everything, they line you up for success. So, yeah, I understand what you're saying.
It's just an opportunity. To be honest with you, at the time, I understand that that's an opportunity I need to seize. Because I didn't really value it as much. I could give a fuck.
Right.
Just not to be disrespectful, I couldn't give a
No,
fuck.
I understand what you're saying.
But
I definitely understand what you're saying.
luckily, my mom got my head on straight. And I realized that people like me don't really get a lot of opportunities in life.
Talk heavy. Talk heavy. And to squander it,
And that's what it's, honestly, my life maybe changed for the better, right?
yeah. You know, man, there's a lot of people, man, like you was talking about with Skid Row, like a lot of people in Skid Row, a lot of people in crack houses, a lot of people, man, that has suffered from that, man. And no, what I'm saying is they suffer from regret.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? They suffer from regret, and they try to hide it or disguise it through a needle. You know what I mean? Or through a cloud of smoke. You know what I mean?
All my friends have PTSD.
Yes.
And that's fucked up. That's not okay.
Yeah, it's not okay at all.
We just scared children at heart because we don't know it.
And that's it.
And we just trying to figure it out. Most people can't figure that out because how the fuck do you figure something like that out?
Right.
That shit's
Right.
hard. That shit's hard.
Especially when you're young.
Especially when
Especially when you haven't been raised.
no moral compass is going to do a lot to a lot of people.
Are you right about that, bro? You right about that. You right about that. You said a mouthful there, bro. You know what I mean? You said a mouthful there.
100%.
Yeah. But you know, like Chicago, man, that drill scene that's jumping off, man, that drill scene, man, is killing us, man. It's killing us. It's really like our kids, man, is really taking on that role. They taking on that moniker, man. Like that's them, man. And I like Chicago is different. You see what I'm saying?
I can't be honest with you. I don't think it's the drill music that does it.
No, I said the drill scene. I'm not the drill music, the drill scene. See this, like you got dudes. My son was drilled on. You see what I'm saying?
So I see what you're saying.
Yeah, my son was drilled on. So on every corner, man, there's drilling going on. You see what I'm saying? So that's what's going on. That's the new thing. You know what I mean? And it's killing us. You know what I mean? For real. Like it's wiping us out. You know what I mean? We're taking on something where it was only in a small part of the world and made it into the whole entire country, man. Now every city every inner city in this country, man, is going through the same thing that Chicago been going through. But if that was Cortell in Chicago, then it wouldn't have reached that. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I totally agree. I think that something that I've always considered, something I've been thinking about a lot,
Right.
is I cannot remember a time in my life to this day that I've ever met someone new and on the first time meeting them, I didn't think they were wrong. And that's not okay. We're supposed to have community and all this shit that they preach us.
Yeah.
But how come I felt the most? A motherfucker is so jealous when they see a motherfucker getting successful down the road that they're willing to just do anything to make sure that they don't get it.
Ain't that crazy?
We already got nothing, and you praying for the downfall of someone who got nothing. You stupid, you goofy as hell. It's facts.
That's fact. Hey, listen, man, let me tell you something. Someone to be jealous of another in this day and time of opportunity, man, it's just mind blowing. Now, when I got locked up, man, I had 2 Sky pages.
God damn, okay. That's crazy.
I got locked up in 1990, man.
Okay.
So when I got locked up, I had 2 Sky pages on me, man. When I come home, they got cell phones. You dig?
That's crazy.
You dig?
Yeah, now put it in perspective.
They got put it in perspective. They got cell phones that you can hold in your hand, and they got a screen where you can actually talk to somebody face to face.
Shit, you went in, and Biggie was like the biggest person. You came out, and it was Drake. That's
Talk heavy. You know what I'm saying? Talk heavy. You know what I mean? That's crazy, right? But that's how the world changes, man. You think about it, every 5 years, man, the world, see, okay, I can say that from my era. Every 5 years, the world changed. The environment changed in a very dramatic way. Look at I don't know if you understand, but back from 70 to 75, that was the Vietnam era, right? The love, peace, and war era, right? And then from 75 to 80, that was the coming to age era. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The era where information was given, where people would start to, you know what I mean, see what's going on and how to maneuver in society, especially us. You know what I mean? Where we didn't have that access. You know what I'm saying? And then you look at from 80 to 85, man. You know, that was the era where a thing where the country was broke, for one. You know what I'm saying? The country was broke, for one, right? And they instituted a plan to lower the price of cocaine so it could be sold on the open market in the inner cities throughout this country. You know what I'm saying? The prices went from 50 to 60,000 to 20.
I didn't know that.
Oh yes, sir. You know what I mean? So when them prices went down like that, it made it readily accessible. Now, when we couldn't afford it then. Now we can afford it. Now we can utilize it to make money. You know what I'm saying? That's our mindset was, you know, damn, we broke, so this here we're gonna see if we can get some money on this. They're already using it. That's cool. You know what I mean? So that's the mindset. We was ignorant. We were young. You know what I mean? So we did the unthinkable. Yeah, we did the unthinkable, right? But we have a way, I believe, that we can right this wrong, right? Well, see, it was our wrong from the get-go, right? So what I did, I'm gonna tell you what I did when I came home. You know what I mean? Because I was gone from my kids almost 20 years. I owe a responsibility to my kids. So what? I went to the damn penitentiary. They don't have nothing to do with the price of beans. They still got to eat. They still got to be fed, got to be clothed. And that's what happened, man. That's what I'm saying. When we did what we did, the situation got so much critical for y'all because a lot of us sat in jail cells. Where did y'all sleep at? You know what I'm saying? A lot of times y'all slept on people's couches. You know what I mean? The traumas that y'all went through, man, as young, you know what I mean? Going through the juvie system, going through, you know, child care and DHS and all that was implemented, man, when we made that decision to involve ourselves in those activities that took us away from y'all. Now all that other stuff was instituted, man, and it scrambled the egg. You know what I'm saying? It scrambled the egg and it caused all kind of trauma, man, that we have yet to fully understand. To y'all.
I never considered that. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So it's incumbent upon us to make amends to y'all. You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
That's what my platform is about. We got to make amends with y'all. What I did when I came home, brother, I apologized to my kids. I apologized because it was my decision that ultimately affected y'all lives.
And were they okay with it?
But man, our relationship was so much better after that. We went through trial. Listen, man, just because I apologized, but like, oh, everything's good. No, that's when it started. That was the beginning. But it had to begin. See, we not really understanding, right? We thinking that, oh, it's cool because they grown. You know, or they 25, they 30, they got kids, they all that. No, that's still affecting them. You know what I'm saying? And it's affecting them so much so that it's affecting their kids. So now it's become a family trait or a cultural trait. You know what I mean? That's the reality, man. That's why it's important that we try. See, y'all been hardened by these shit. Y'all entire lives, y'all have been nothing but trauma. Like sexually, mentally, emotionally, physically, all kind of shit. You see what I'm saying? Because in the absence of the father, the hen house is open.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The hen house is open. So y'all open to all kind of outside influences. That's on us. You don't think that we need to apologize? No. That's why I keep telling my constituents, my peer group, no, we owe them, not the other way around, because we brought y'all into the world, not the other way around. You know what I'm saying? We owe y'all responsibility, not the other way around. Y'all owe us a responsibility after we've proven ourselves. We haven't proven ourselves because we haven't fulfilled that responsibility from the rip.
That's
During that time, you dig?
Hey, honestly, most people won't apologize. You know what I mean? And that's fucked up.
Well, see, this is the thing.
I'll give you an example. My dad is, to this day, has never said I'm sorry for anything he's ever done. And I never will expect it because I don't know if it's like a generational thing, or a pride thing, but saying I'm sorry to a lot of people kind of feels like it's almost like I'm asking them for a kidney.
Listen, I'm going to tell you what it is for real. Wait a minute, let me some insight onto my generation. We are a generation of secrets. Trust and believe. We don't be all up in the camera. We ain't trying to be in the limelight. Talk about generation. You got people that do that themselves, but I'm saying generation. We play the back. We don't like to be out there. You see what I'm saying? We don't like to be called out. You know what I mean? And that part of our history, that's calling us out. Because we don't want to be called out on our own shit. And that's real talk. You know what I'm saying? I just don't give a fuck because I realized that it's not about me no more. I done lived my life. I made the choices that I made. So my time is over. Not at the end, but it's over. You know what I'm saying? It's your time now. You see what I'm saying? All that old shining, the thing, now it's your time now. The airwaves got to be open for y'all to be able to communicate with each other. And the thing about it is, we haven't taught y'all how to communicate or know how to respond. You know what I mean? We haven't raised y'all. But see, we were raised. We were nurtured. We were cultured. We were taught. We were trained. We were instructed. You see what I'm saying? We were molded and shaped by people who were some of the sharpest people that ever faced the planet, man. You know what I'm saying? We were raised right, man, so we was properly prepared. Properly prepared for what? Properly prepared to to teach and elevate the next generation into getting even greater than what we were. That was our responsibility. Not to fuck to sell crack. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's real. You know what I mean? That's our responsibility. But we skirted that responsibility. We took possession of our own thoughts, our own decisions, and we did what we did, and y'all paid the price for it. So yeah, we do owe responsibility. Yes, we do owe to make amends. Yes, we do owe an apology. It's our fucking responsibility to do so. It's our duty. You know what I mean? Because y'all need to hear that. Y'all need to understand that y'all are valuable. See, listen, let me explain something to you, right? Because this is something that people is not really getting. You know what I mean? This is something that people is not really getting, man. Y'all are the ones who our ancestors been praying for years, doing slavery, doing all that time, the hardship that they wanted, our women being slaughtered and being raped, our men being slaughtered, being bucked down, all that anguish that our ancestors went through, all that prayer, all that anguish and that cries and that tears. You don't think God heard that? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, see, this is the thing. It just takes patience. It's generational. So the things that they went through, y'all was the ones supposed to be the ones to reciprocate. You know what I'm saying? Because no one else on the planet throughout our generations have the heart, the desire, the will, and the fucking fearlessness that y'all have. We ain't got that. You see what I'm saying? We ain't got that, bro. You know what I'm saying? We don't got that. See, that's a cultural thing, man. Y'all got that because it's that time. Look at what the time of what we living in. We living in now a digital world. This is the time to rise up and be yourselves and be one counted because we've been going through the underdog for so long, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is not where we started. We the alpha. You know what I mean? We the alpha, so how is it that we become the omega? It's because we had to set ourselves aside, but that's a different story. But listen, if we understand the value of apology and to relieving y'all of the questions that y'all have of what happened back then, you know what I'm saying? Man, we'd be so much further.
That's absolutely true.
See, us now, bridging that gap, right? You're getting information that you never heard before. That's because we never taught you. You see what I'm saying? So now, loaded with information like this, it's nothing that's stopping you. That's the power, brother. See, listen. Information is power. We speak things into existence. Words are power. You know what I mean? This earth was created through thought first. It was two processes, thought and then creation. But first it had to come through thought. That's how powerful our mind is. We got to realize that, man, there's nothing that we can't accomplish. But if we needed to do it in unity. We needed to do it together. You know what I'm saying? Man, listen, I know it's almost time, man. We done been out there. My bad. I'm supposed to be asking questions. I did, but sometimes, I get out there, man. And
sometimes I just gotta say, I want to start by saying this was genuinely one of the most enlightening conversations I've had.
Thank you, brother.
And I really appreciate you taking the time
Thank you,
talking to me about this.
That's man. It was.
I hope you continue to spread this message.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Really cool.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. It's necessary, man. Not stopping. This is it, man. So my son's legacy deserves nothing less. You see what I'm saying? On some real talk, you know what I mean? And this is done in his honor, you know what I mean? Because if I can't kill the motherfucker who killed my son, then I'm gonna kill that which is in our kids that's making them kill themselves. That I would die doing.
It's the fact that
Believe that.
in your closet you're trying to kill the fucking root cause of the problem is crazy. Because I've never even considered that. In my
Without a
whole
doubt.
life, I've always been so upset at one kid for doing one thing. I never understood that it's an overall problem.
It's an overall problem.
It's an overall problem for sure.
Talk heavy, man. Talk heavy. Listen, man. We light them up one day. One kid. Listen, man. Let me tell you something, man. If I got to do it person by person, if I got to drag you into this vehicle and talk to you and give you an understanding of what's going on, then that's what I'm going to do, man. This is Mr. Talk Heavy, man. Love life and live it to the fullest, man. All right. Peace.